Hey guys, Cgiben here, and this is a video to show you my brand new Thomas More Railway layout that I built. I actually built this layout yesterday, but I had company over and I was going to a basketball game, so I wasn't able to film it. But now I get to film it right now. So if you're wondering why I made a new layout, if you haven't watched that video about my new train fare stuff, then you wouldn't know that I have some new track, which in this case is the switch tower. But anyways, I made a new layout because I didn't really have a place to put the switch tower on my old layout, and simply because I want to make a new layout to celebrate the new year. So anyways, if you'll notice right here, this is an old style Thomas you're looking at instead of the Cgiben Thomas from my last layout. That's because since it's the new year, I'm going to celebrate the new year by using new styles of engines. Which in this case, instead of a Cgiben Thomas, I'm using an old style Thomas. Instead of like a new style to handle, I'm using an old style to handle. And you would just get the idea from there. I'm switching the styles of some of my engines. And not all the engines that I have different styles of, but just some. So here's Thomas with Annie and Clarabelle. Let me pick up my iPad here and give you guys a big look at this layout right here. This is a pretty spread out layout, as you would notice. And it's pretty big, like I said. So let me try to turn around here. It may be spread out, but it's also tight in some places. So here in the sheds are Duck, Murdoch, my new four-wheel Mavis, Salty, and Bill. Here's the turntable. Here's a signing with a shed. This is where Ben will be sleeping. And then here's a signing over here, where we have Renee's and Scarlotti. I'm using the Renee's with white wheels from the rock crushing cars, and I'm now using the old style Scarlotti. So Renee's is on a signing that's next to these racers, and it's also next to the airport control tower. And Scarlotti has some giggling chubs and trucks, and he's got two signings in front of him. Both are with 2-inch straight tracks. So let's go this way down the main line. I decided that I would want the track to go along the bottom shelf of this shelf that my mom got me. So yeah, it turned out really nice. Here's Percy with a green coach and a green caboose. You can't really see it though because of the shadow. But they are green, and Percy's green, so I decided to do that. And here's George. George is also green, and here's like a workman. This could be like George's driver. And so we come to a V-switch. This area right here was something I made from one of my older layouts, just a layout that I never filmed. But this is called like the circle track or whatever, because it just goes around in a big circle. It just goes around and around until it finally ends at some buffers. Here's Terrence sitting in the middle, and here's my Mac going around. Hope this sign doesn't make them dizzy. Here's a switch right. If we continue along the main line, here's a switch at Wellsford Station. We go a short distance and then we enter the dock. Let me stand up. So here's the docks right here with this 5-way switch. This track right here has a signing. This track, I decided I would want this track to go straight towards the shed, so I did it with this wacky track. And here's Thomas pulling Annie and Clarabelle. This track goes into a shed. I don't know who's going to sleep in there yet. This track, the middle track is the main line, and then this track is also the main line. I'll get to this track later, but for now, here's Stephanie pulling a train of troublesome trucks. Here's Cranky unloading chocolate from one of the cars. Stephanie's sitting at my new switch tower. He's waiting for this stop sign gate to move. So, if we go this way to Stephanie's right, we go along a squiggly piece of track, then we enter the work shed. Here Max and Monty, the dump trucks, along with a Brio dump truck that I own. And then this track, if we go straight, we go over a hill, around the bend, and we also go into the work shed. Then out the other side to this over the track single to the double crossover track. This track goes to a crossing, and this track leads to a siding where my new 1994 top hat is standing on some buffers. So anyways, if we continue over the crossing, we come over a hill, under this tall bridge. Then we come around. Here's Birdie going over the tracks. He's probably on his way to the airport to drop off passengers for Jeremy. So yeah, this is the airport right here. And the airport control tower is right there. Then we come to a T-switch right here. Here's my old Stouser handle, and here's Wilbert and my new barrel loader. Wilbert's collecting barrels, and handle has a barrel car as well. Here's Isabella dropping off supplies at the Duke and Duchess's house. This is the house from the James Goes Bus set. I got this off of eBay like a couple months ago. So this track goes up towards the Vicarstown bridge. If you watched King of the Railway, you know that Vicarstown leads off of Sodor. So there's a bridge that connects Sodor to the mainland. So here are Caitlin and Connor, 2 inches from the mainland, making a trip to Sodor. They each have an express coach. If we go down Wilbert's line, we come over a crossing and onto this bridge. Here's Duke pulling the animal train. This line goes straight down to the sheds. This track goes onto 2 levels. Here's 2013 Paxton pulling my new old style Chinese Dragon. Let me just turn around here. So yeah, that's the 2013 Paxton, and then we go down. Pardon me, please excuse me if the camera's a little close to the track. We go down and around along this very long bridge. Then we go past the barrel loader and then to the cargo station. I decided to put it here, and it works really nice close to the barrel loader. You can pick up crates right here, and you can pick up barrels right there. Then we come through a tunnel to the railroad crossing. Here's my new old style Butch. Although I like my new style Butch, I decided to switch to the old style Butch since I have him now. I don't know how long this new style of engines will last. It might last for the whole year, might last just a little bit, but we'll find out. We come around, go over a bumpy section of track to the coal hopper, then to a Y switch. This track leads to a siding where Flint is, and here's like a Brio fire engine. And here are 2 more sidings with a house on each end of the siding. Then if we go over the crossing, we come around and enter the quarry. Here's Ben pushing my 2 red Solartronic clay cars. Here's Boulder on top of the mountain. We go through a tunnel onto the sling bridge. We go around to a T-switch. This track goes around to the station over there and then to a turntable. I broke the track right there. Hang on, let me fix it. So anyways, if you come to the turntable, there are just signings everywhere. We've got a sign right there. 2 signings with ramps. This track and this track go to this double track, which came from the over the track signal. Then here's Spencer just taking a break, and then there's some buffers in front of Spencer. We've got a siding that goes over the crossing and then to some more buffers. This siding goes around and goes over the crossing to another turntable. Then we've got a siding right here, a switch with two sidings, a bumpy siding right here, another bumpy siding, a siding with a 6-inch straight track, two more sidings right there. Then we come to a T-switch. Here's two sidings that have 2-inch straight tracks. Here's a siding right here, and then one more siding right there. There are just sidings everywhere. So this is technically like the yard, you might say. So anyways, let me just try to step around here. We go over the drawbridge and around back to that switch right there. Let's go back to this track right here by the dock. We go under the viaduct twice. We go to the stop and go station. Then we go onto this very tall bridge. It goes up to 3 levels, so I'm happy I was able to do that. Oops, I hit this house. Here's old style Duncan pulling the baggage cars. Then we go down and go down some more. My shadow's kind of getting in the way, so I gotta try to step back. So here's the oil depot with Rusty and Norman. Norman's going first, Rusty's waiting his turn. We go over this arched stone bridge, around the bend, then back to that T-switch where the sling bridge is. So that pretty much concludes the entire layout. I hope you liked the layout, and thank you for watching.